The rain arrived before the afternoon had a chance to settle into silence, covering the narrow cobblestone street with tiny reflections that dance beneath the fading sky. At the corner, an old cafe waited, just as it always had, its wooden door carrying the quiet memories of countless ordinary days. The lantern beside the entrance was already glowing, casting a warm amber light onto the rain-dark stones, as though it had known someone would soon need a place to rest. I stepped inside, leaving the distant sound of umbrellas and passing footsteps behind. The room was filled with a gentle fragrance of roasted coffee, old books and polished wood, where every table seemed to be waiting for another quiet conversation. Somewhere near the back, a soft accordion began to play, never asking to be noticed, only weaving itself into the rhythm of the falling rain. No one hurried. A letter remained unfinished. A newspaper rested beside an empty chair. Steam curled slowly from a porcelain cup, rising like a quiet thought that had nowhere else to go. Outside, the lantern continued to glow against the rain, never brighter, never dimmer, simply reminding every traveler that warmth can exist even on the grayest afternoon. I smile without knowing why. Perhaps some places don't welcome us with words. Perhaps they simply leave a light on. Someone had left a postcard on the corner of the table. Its edges were softened by time, its colors faded beneath countless afternoons. Yet the little painting of a quiet village still carried the warmth of another season. No name was written on the front, no explanation waited on the back, only a single sentence in careful handwriting. I hope this place still feels the same. I wondered who had written it. Someone returning home, someone who never could. Or perhaps someone who believed certain streets never truly disappear, as long as they are remembered. The music drifted lightly through the room, dancing between wooden chairs and quiet conversations, while outside the rain softened every rooftop into watercolor. I reached for the postcard, then stopped. Some memories are not ours to carry away. Some belong exactly where they were left. The afternoon moved slowly, as if the old cafe itself had decided to protect that little piece of someone's heart. When I finally stood to leave, the postcard remained exactly where I had found it, waiting quietly for another traveler to wonder about the story it never finished telling. The first drops didn't make a sound. They disappeared quietly between the old cobblestones, finding places where countless footsteps had already passed long before today. The narrow street held the evening gently, its worn stones remembering every season, every farewell, every joyful return. Warm lights spilled softly from the little cafes, stretching across the wet ground like golden ribbons, woven through the rain. No one rushed. An elderly couple shared a quiet smile beneath one umbrella. A violin echoed faintly from somewhere beyond the square, carried gently through the cool evening air. I slowed my steps not because the street was slippery, but because some places deserve to be remembered one careful step at a time. Every stone seemed to carry a story without asking to be heard. Perhaps that is why old streets feel so familiar. They never forget the people who once believed they had finally found their way. By the time the evening bells began to ring, the rain had become part of the road, and so had I. People came and went, as they always had, yet the little cafe at the corner never seemed to change. The wooden floor remembered every careful step. The old clock above the doorway continued its quiet rhythm, never rushing, never falling behind. Outside the narrow streets, carried another gentle afternoon through the old town, while warm light rested softly upon weathered stone walls. Inside, cups were placed without a sound. A newspaper folded, a chair moved gently. Someone smiled over a simple conversation that needed no special occasion. The room held a quiet kind of happiness, the kind that asks for nothing more than another peaceful hour. Music drifted slowly between the tables, never filling the silence, only walking beside it. I looked around and realized nothing here was trying to become unforgettable. Perhaps that was exactly why it would remain in my memory. Some places don't become beautiful because they are extraordinary. They become beautiful because they allow us to forget how quickly the world usually moves. When I stepped outside again, the city felt just a little faster, and the little corner cafe just a little more timeless. The square was quieter than the morning had promised. Rain rested gently upon the stone fountain, drawing tiny circles that disappeared before anyone could notice. The old church stood beyond the rooftops, its weathered walls holding another century of quiet afternoons. No bell had sounded yet. Even the birds seemed to understand that this little moment belonged to silence. A baker arranged fresh bread behind a misted window. Someone paused to straighten a scarf before crossing the square. The cafe door opened, then softly closed again, releasing the warm scent of roasted coffee into the cool air. I found myself waiting, though I wasn't waiting for anything in particular. Perhaps some places teach us that silence is not the absence of sound. of listening. Then, far above the rooftops, the first bell floated slowly through the rain. Not loudly, not proudly, simply enough to remind every street, every window, every traveler, that another beautiful hour had quietly begun. The envelope rested beside a porcelain cup, its edges softened by quiet afternoons that no one had bothered to count. A fountain pen lay across the paper, still holding one unfinished sentence that wandered gently into the empty space below. Outside, the old street continued its familiar rhythm. Rain polished the stones, bicycles rolled slowly, and somewhere beyond the rooftops, the afternoon carried on without asking for another beginning. I wondered who had started this letter. Someone waiting, someone remembering, someone who finally discovered that not every feeling needs to arrive to be real. The cafe remained peaceful, pages turned, porcelain touched wood with the smallest sound. Soft laughter drifted between strangers who would probably never meet again. I looked once more at the unfinished page. There was no sadness, only a quiet understanding that some words are written not to be delivered, but simply to be released. When I finally stood, the letter stayed behind, exactly where it belonged. Perhaps the cafe had become its final address. first umbrella appeared at the end of the street, quietly unfolding like a flower opening beneath the rain. Soon another followed, then another. Without speaking, they filled the old avenue with gentle colors that drifted slowly between weathered stone buildings. A child skipped across a puddle, sending tiny circles into the quiet afternoon. An elderly gentleman lifted his hat before stepping through the narrow crossing. Two strangers paused for a moment, sharing the shelter of one umbrella, until the traffic light changed its mind. No one hurried. The rain had quietly rewritten the rhythm of the whole street. Footsteps softened, conversations slowed. Even the bicycles seemed content to wait their turn. From the cafe doorway I watched the moving umbrellas become a silent parade, floating gently through the old town like little boats upon a calm river. Perhaps every rainy afternoon creates its own choreography, not planned, not rehearsed, only discovered by those who choose to slow down long enough to see it. The rain had almost stopped, but the street had not forgotten it. Every stone held a little piece of the evening sky, while tiny livers wandered quietly between the cracks. The sidewalk shimmered like polished glass, borrowing the golden glow from cafes that had begun to welcome the night. People walked without noticing the second city beneath their feet. Upside down lanterns, floating umbrellas, windows painted across the water. Everything looked both familiar and wonderfully different. A bicycle rolled by, its reflection arriving a heartbeat earlier than the wheels themselves. I smiled at that tiny illusion. Sometimes the world becomes more beautiful, not when it changes, but when it reflects what was already there. The evening breeze moved softly through the narrow street, gathering the last scent of fresh bread and warm coffee. By the time the clouds drifted farther away, the sidewalk still carried the quiet light of the rainy afternoon. Long after the rain itself had gone. The afternoon had begun to lean toward evening, though no one inside the cafe seemed eager to notice. A fresh cup of coffee arrived quietly, its gentle aroma rising through the warm air like a memory finding its way home. Outside, the rain had softened into a silver mist. The streets no longer hurried. Even the bicycles rolled more slowly, as if the whole town had agreed to let the day last a little longer. Someone opened a book, someone folded a newspaper, someone simply watched the window without searching for anything beyond it. I lifted the warm cup between my hands and realized that happiness is often no louder than rising steam. Quiet conversations and the last light before sunset. The cafe did not ask me to stay. Neither did it ask me to leave. It simply allowed time to become softer. When the evening finally arrived, the coffee had grown cooler, but the warmth it left behind remained. The square had grown quieter than it was an hour before. Rain rested softly on the old stone fountain, while the last cafe tables welcome the gentle evening without saying a word. Somewhere beyond the narrow streets, a melody appeared, not loudly, not suddenly, only a few quiet notes floating through the cool air, arriving long before the musician could be seen. People paused without realizing why. A waiter stopped for just a second. A little girl turned toward the sound. Even the pigeons seemed unwilling to disturb the peaceful moment. The music wandered between balconies, through open windows, across warm cafe lights, until the whole square felt as though it had begun breathing together. Then, far across the square, I finally saw him, an old accordion resting against his shoulders, playing not for applause, but simply because the evening deserved a song. When the melody faded, no one clapped, no one spoke. The silence that followed was already part of the music. The conversations had already become memories, though the cup still carried their fading warmth. Near the window, the little wooden tables waited quietly, their empty chairs leaning toward one another, as if the stories had not completely left. Outside, the rain painted gentle lines across the glass, blurring lanterns, passing umbrellas, and distant footsteps into soft colors. Someone had forgotten a folded scarf. Someone else had left behind a pressed flower between the pages of an old novel. Nothing felt abandoned, only peacefully finished. The cafe understood how to keep small moments alive. It never hurried to clear the table, never rushed to erase the traces of ordinary happiness. I rested my hand upon the worn wood, feeling the quiet warmth that remained long after the voices had faded away. Perhaps every cafe collects memories the same way old trees collect their rings, one quiet season at a time. The little bookshop kept its lights on long after the rain had settled into the evening. Its windows glowed softly, drawing quiet footsteps away from the wet street and into the comforting scent of paper and wood. Every shelf held stories that had patiently waited for years, never asking who might finally take them home. I reached for a weathered novel. The cover was worn smooth by hands I would never know. As I turned the first page, the gentle sound felt strangely familiar, like rain finding the window, or coffee meeting an empty cup. Outside, the umbrellas continued drifting through the old town, while inside, time rested quietly between paper, ink, and silence. The books did not hurry to be finished. They simply waited the way good evenings do. I closed the novel for a moment, holding it gently, as though its quiet warmth might somehow remain in my hands. When I stepped back into the rain, the little bookshop still glowed like a memory that had forgotten how to fade. rain no longer hurried. It lingered softly upon the evening air, drifting through the square like a melody that had forgotten where it began. A gentle breeze moved between the old stone buildings, lifting the leaves, touching the lanterns, and quietly turning another page of the fading day. Somewhere a cafe door opened for a moment, releasing the warm fragrance of coffee into the cool air before closing again without a sound. The trees bowed gently to the passing wind. The rain answered with tiny silver whispers upon the pavement. Neither one led the dance, neither one followed together. They simply understood the rhythm of the evening. I stood still, watching the whole square move slowly, as though the city itself had learned to breathe more gently. Perhaps this is what peace looks like. Not silence, not stillness, only the quiet harmony of ordinary things moving together without ever asking to be seen.
Someone passed the cafe window, holding a bundle of white flowers. The rain fell softly around them, never asking where they were going. No one inside looked away from their coffee. Spoke, yet somehow the whole room felt quieter for just a moment. The flowers were simple, nothing grand, only fresh petals gathering tiny raindrops like little pieces of the afternoon sky. A gentle breeze followed behind, bringing the faint scent of lilies through the half-open door. The fragrance stayed only a few seconds. disappeared into the warm air of the cafe. I never saw their face, only the flowers. The slow footsteps fading beyond the old street. Perhaps beautiful moments are not meant to stay. Perhaps they simply pass by, leaving behind a fragrance, a memory, and a reason to smile without knowing why.
The rain had become softer, almost blending with the quiet rhythm of the evening cafe. The chairs were no longer full, yet the room still carried the warmth of everyone who had been there before. Near the window, one small cup remained untouched. Steam rose slowly, never rushing, as though it understood that peaceful moments should never be hurried. Outside, the lanterns glowed gently, their reflections floating across the wet pavement like quiet memories returning home. I wrapped my hands around the warm cup, not because I needed another sip, but because some warmth is meant to be held, not consumed. The music continued softly, never asking to be noticed, only becoming part of the rain, the light, and the evening. Perhaps comfort isn't something we search for. Perhaps it quietly waits like warm coffee beside a rainy window until we finally slow down enough to notice. Little chair beside the cafe door remained empty, though the evening had already settled over the old street. Rain still lingered upon the windows, soft enough to become part of the silence. People had almost gone. The conversations had become memories, and only quiet music continued to wander gently through the room. The empty chair never seemed lonely. Simply waited as though every evening someone new might still arrive with a rain-soaked coat and a gentle smile. Outside, the streetlights glowed more warmly than before, reflecting softly across the wet stones like little promises the night had chosen to keep. I looked toward the doorway, not expecting anyone in particular, yet somehow it felt comforting to believe that not every story has already begun. Some are still walking slowly through the rain. When I finally put on my coat, the chair was still waiting patiently for one more quiet evening to begin. The rain never fell all at once. It wandered gently between the old buildings, following the narrow streets, as though it already knew every quiet corner of the town. The evening wind carried tiny drops through open windows, across flower boxes, and over worn rooftops that had welcomed countless seasons before. No one seemed to notice how carefully the rain moved. It never hurried, It never lingered too long. It simply passed, leaving every stone, every lantern and every wooden door a little brighter than before. From somewhere above the chimneys, a swallow crossed the fading sky, its wings disappearing softly into the evening mist. The cafe lights grew warmer while the streets grew quieter, until even the sound of footsteps became part of the rain itself. I stood beneath the awning, watching the wind carry another gentle shower through the old town. Perhaps peace is not something that arrives. Perhaps it quietly passes by, like rain finding its way between old buildings.
Across the street, one little window was still glowing long after most of the lights had quietly disappeared. Rain rested softly upon the rooftops, turning every reflection into gentle ribbons of gold. No voices drifted through the evening, only the quiet sound of rain and the distant rhythm of footsteps finding their way home. The warm light never called to anyone. It simply remained steady, patient, as though it understood that someone might still need a place to arrive. A small curtain moved gently with the evening breeze. For just a moment the window felt less like a building and more like a promise. I stood beneath the rain, watching that quiet light grow brighter, not because the lamp had changed, but because the night had grown darker. Perhaps hope has always been like that. asking to be noticed, simply waiting until someone looks up.
The cafe door closed gently behind me, its warm light still resting quietly upon the rain-dark street. The old town felt different now, not because the rain had stopped, but because the evening had finally become home. The narrow streets guided every step, past familiar windows, sleeping bicycles, small balconies and flower boxes still holding tiny drops of rain. No destination seemed hurried. Even the wind walked slowly between the buildings, carrying the last scent of coffee through the quiet air. The lantern stood patiently along the road, asking for nothing, only making the journey a little softer. My footsteps echoed gently upon the wet stones, becoming part of the town rather than passing through it. Perhaps home is not always a place. Perhaps it is the feeling that the road already knows your name. When I reached the final corner, I looked back only once. The cafe had almost disappeared, yet somehow its quiet warmth walked home with me. The rain had finally found its rest. The rooftops still shimmered softly, holding the quiet memory of every drop that had fallen through the day. The little cafe stood peacefully, its windows growing darker one by one, while the last lantern outside the door continued aglow. No footsteps remained, no umbrellas passed. Even the wind had become gentle enough to disappear into the sleeping streets. I stood for one final moment, listening. Not to music, not to rain, but to the beautiful silence they had left behind. The lantern flickered softly, its warm light resting upon the old stones one last time. Then, without sadness, without farewell, it quietly went out. The street did not become empty, it simply learned how to hold the darkness with the same kindness it once held the light. I turned toward home, carrying the warmth, the music, the rain, and every quiet evening inside my heart. Tomorrow, perhaps, the lantern will be waiting once again.